of drought. Madam Speaker, I want to blame the National Management Drought Authority. Madam Speaker, you remember the OYUGI did an audit report that says Kenya needs at least 50 billion to fight the issue of drought crisis in this country. Under the Disaster Management Act, counties must give at least 2% for relief and management services. You saw, Madam Speaker, we had difference. The governors appear before public accounts. Like the governor of Mandera, we were asking him, why would you buy seedlings for 55 million, yet you cannot do water tracking for your people? We were asking the Wajir governor, who is the COG chair, because that COG I normally refer as a gossip club. We were asking her, Ahmed Abdullahi, why would you spend 300 million for foreign travel and office furniture and spend less than 100 million to do water tracking in Wajir, yet there is a drought? That is the issue. We need food security, and that is why, Madam Speaker, I want to believe. Why is it that as a country, we don't have a strategic grain reserve? It is because our farmers are not motivated through guaranteed minimum returns. Because it's the farmer who is doing mangoes and I was in a parish called Kibirigo, here in Muranga. If the farmer is not motivated to go and take care of avocado, mangoes, tea, maize in my place, and many other food crops, Madam Speaker, how will you get the strategic grain reserve for the country? So this bill is timely. It is God-sent, Madam Speaker. This is the leadership we need. And I want to tell you, Madam Speaker, 60% of any families, including our clerks and everybody in this room, including ours, 60% of every family's budget goes to food. 60%, Madam Speaker. 60% of anybody's income is food. Then I think 20 to 30% is rent, Madam Speaker. So Kenyans are literally living hand to mouth. And farmers are worse, Madam Speaker. When you are farming, the president has given us subsidized fertilizer from 7,000 to 2,500. But I want to believe counties should do what we call last mile distribution of fertilizer. I want to see it in Homa Bay. I want to see it in Nandi. But you know what we're having the problem, Madam Speaker, is we're having absentee governors. They no longer care. The president has brought all the fertilizer to the depot of National Cereals and Produce Board. It is the county governments, because agriculture is devolved, to do last mile distribution of fertilizer in Muranga. Your governor is spending more time doing cabros in Muranga than the real thing. My governor is globetrotting, going to where Jesus Christ was born, as opposed as to providing farmers to Kipchunu, Madam Speaker, or providing farmers in Trinidad, last mile distribution of fertilizer, Madam Speaker. Our governors are busy doing politics, Madam Speaker. Even you have seen in Homa Bay, the deputy governor has resigned, OYUGI MAGWANGA, Madam Speaker, because people have failed. The governor there is an absentee governor. While we appreciate what she is doing under broad-based, that one should not disenfranchise the people of Homa Bay from getting services, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, and therefore, as I drive the point home, the issue of guaranteed minimum returns, as I go to the bill, I'm happy with the definition of comprehensive cost. Like farm inputs. Seeds are expensive, Madam Speaker. We thank the president for fertilizer. But you believe 2 kilos of maize seedlings from Kenya Seed is 600. Yet Kenya Seed is in Kitale, less than 30 kilometers from my county. Yet the seedlings are expensive. We don't import. Madam Speaker, do you see the paradox? While the president has made sure fertilizer is subsidized, the Kenya Seed is still selling seeds very expensively. It is very costly, Madam Speaker. Even as we talk, although we have a challenge of DAP, there is 23, and Mavuno, which is provided. So the issue of herbicides, pesticides, Madam Speaker, we have been told that there are pesticides and acaricides and herbicides that we use in Kenya that has been banned in the US because it's cancer causing. How many of our farmers have been exposed to cancer causing, Madam Speaker? It's very unfortunate. I can see a number of clerks also are farmers, and that is why they are agreeing with me. Madam Speaker, the issue of fertilizer, we have agreed. Livestock production, including animal feeds and stuff. Madam Speaker, if you are a farmer of dairy, the most expensive feed is animal feed. Can you believe we are exporting animal feed from Uganda? Even eggs. We should be embarrassed as a country. I want to challenge you, Madam Speaker, and I know you are a farmer. If you see the cost of running dairy farming, you will be